Okay, what we got here is a timer it's a servo timer I got from Mr. Katz, our water rocketry friends down under. And this little thing is an amazing little piece of technology here. It has several different applications, several different trigger options, and basically it's set up for operating servos. Now I have my servo here already mounted in a plate all the way through. I don't have the operational arms hooked up yet for it to operate the locks. I'm still getting my start and stop position set, then I'm going to make the arms to operate the lock. Now the way this thing works, the trigger option that I'm using is a G switch. It's got a built-in G switch. I've already got my timer adjusted for the start position of the servo. So what happens is when you turn on the servo, turn on the timer, the servo will go to the start position. The timer will read the configuration. The LED will light, showing that it's armed. Then you press your button for launch. Your timer kicks in and operates your servo. One more time. I'll turn it off. Turn it back on. Servo goes to the start position. Timer reads the configuration. LED lights indicating armed. You launch. Then your servo will operate at the time you have set. Now I can see a lot of different applications for this in our hobby with black powder engine rockets. What our guys down under use them for is mostly for parachute deployment and their staging. And this little guy has several different options that you can have it triggered by. You've got an internal G switch, which is automatic. You have an internal G switch that's manual armed. You'll have a trigger on make wire, external trigger on make wire, external trigger on break wire, optocoupler input trigger on high, optocoupler input trigger on low. And it can also be set up in a cascading series where one timer will operate the other timer, and also multiple servos. So a big thank you goes out to Mr. Katz, who answered my email the very day after I sent it, and I got a chance to speak with him a little bit, and he was very kind and very prompt to send me one of these at a small fee, of course. So it's just a matter now of getting all of this together in a package, getting the arms hooked up to the locking plate, and getting the timer mounted in such a way where it's accessible from the side of the cap of the capsule and in the upright position. So we'll be getting back on track and engineering and working this out.